the most popular starting move. This immediately grabs space in the center, opening up the dark squared bishop and seizing the center. This develops the knight toward the center, attacks the black pawn, and prepares to castle. Black jumps the knight into the game to protect the pawn and reinforce the center. The Italian game starts with developing the bishop to attack a vulnerable pawn and prepares to castle quickly, doing two things with one move: attacking the undefended pawn and developing the knight. d3 protects the e4 pawn and the c4 bishop and allows the dark squared bishop to develop. With this move, black is now ready to castle on the king side. Castling kingside tends to be safer than queenside because the king is further from the center. This prepares the bishop for development. Textbook play so far. This offers an equal trade of pieces. This forces the opponent to double pawn. A straightforward recapture. Very strong play. Both kings are castled and ready for the middle game. A strong choice. One of the best moves. A solid choice. Right on target. White develops the knight and supports the center. One more piece joins the action. Very strong play. The rooks can see each other now, allowing them to provide mutual defense. This creates luft for the king, providing it an escape square. This is a fair move. This is the strongest option. With this move, black fights back against central space. One more piece joins the action. One of the best moves. This allows the knight to control more squares. This prevents the opponent from being able to sacrifice a bishop for a nice tactic. This connects the rooks, which helps them work together. With the rook now developed as well, black has all pieces ready for action. The rook is not as active as before on this square. This threatens to sacrifice a rook for a nice tactic. This stops the opponent from being able to sacrifice a rook for a nice tactic. This leaves a rook undefended and it could be lost. That was a free rook. The piece finds a new active square. The knight is not as active as before on this square. The better move was to bring the last piece into the game. Only one good move here and you spotted it. This pins a pawn, which restricts its mobility. The best option was to bring the last piece into the game. There were worse moves, but also something much better. This loses material. This creates a pawn chain, linked pawns that form a strong structure. This leads to losing a pawn. Only one good move here and you spotted it. A straightforward recapture. The best option was to create a passed pawn. This permits the opponent to move a rook to a more active position. Great find. This was the only move that works. The piece finds a new active square. The better move was to create a passed pawn. This wins time by threatening a queen and forcing it to move away. Only one good move here and you spotted it. This move puts the queen on a safer square. This misses a better way to defend a pawn that was under attack. This is an equal trade. A clear recapture. Great find. This was the only move that works. The game was close to balanced, but now black has a winning position. This took advantage of a mistake, and black now has a winning advantage. This takes an outpost, a square where the knight cannot be kicked out by a pawn. This move steps the pawn out of danger and keeps material balance. This move steps the knight out of danger and keeps material balance. This calmly removes the rook from an immediate threat. Only one good move here and you spotted it. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. After all captures, this is an equal trade. This is an equal trade. This threatens to checkmate the king. Sacrificing the knight was the right idea. This blocks an attack on a rook. Black will be winning material with that fork. This move sets up a fork on two valuable targets. This captures a queen and eliminates a threat. A straightforward recapture. Black can win material through a fork with the right follow-up from here. A recapture was available, but a different move was played. Great find. This was the only move that works. A strong fork hits two targets at the same time. A strong choice. This defends the attacked pawn. Right on target. This is not the right idea. There were worse moves, but also something much better. This defends a pawn that was under attack and had no defender. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either. This defends the attacked pawn. This activates the king in the endgame by getting it off of the back rank. This moves the bishop to a more active square. This move steps the rook out of danger and keeps material balance. This is the strongest option. A solid choice. This offers to exchange pieces of equal value.